Hey guys, what's up? So we have a new update on Advanced Server featuring the support heroes. First on our list is Estes. The magic scaling on his healing skill is now doubled, and it's applied on both his first and ultimate skill. That means his heal will become more effective as you build magic items. Here's a sample on a full item build. That's 2,500 with his ultimate on. And they also adjusted the feature of his first skill. Instead of gaining attack stats, he will now get hybrid defense when linking a teammate with his heal. So more defense stats and higher heal for Estes on this patch. Next is Rafaela. Similar to Estes, her healing powers will now scale better with magic items. And they also shortened the cooldown by 1 second at late game. For a spammable skill, this sounds good for Rafaela mains, right? Wait, there are Rafaela mains? Next is Angela. The heal from her first skill now has double magic scaling from 60 to 120%. Here's a comparison on official server using 3 magic items. The shield from her ultimate is also adjusted by increasing its magic scaling to 500%. The base shield is slightly lowered at late game, but the 500% magic scaling is more than enough to compensate. Next is Floryn. Her item, Lantern of Hope, is adjusted by removing the cooldown reduction and replacing it with healing effect. It starts at 5% and then doubles when at maximum level. The heal on her first skill will also get a higher magic scaling, similar to Angela and Rafaela, and the cooldown is slightly longer now in the early game. The heal on her ultimate will also get a better magic scaling, and the cooldown will be a bit shorter in the late game. To balance, they had to remove the life drain immunity when casting the skill. Here's a sample on the life drain effect. As you can see, the heal is now affected by healing reduction. I think this is just fair because remember, she now has 10% healing effect from her Lantern of Hope. Next is Diggie. The shield on his ultimate will now scale better with magic items from 200 to now 400%. Here's a comparison on official and advanced server using the same items. Next is Mathilda. The enemy hero can no longer stop her ultimate by approaching her. That's a good feature so that the enemy can't interrupt your second phase dash. And those are the changes on the support heroes. The developer said they want them to focus on building magic items instead of defense. That's why their healing powers are enhanced. My guess is that it's a way to counter the current critical trend we have right now. And they also mentioned an upcoming new item for support heroes. Can you guess whose weapon will it be based on? Next are the changes on Alucard. His new passive now works by increasing his critical chance after casting a skill. Here's an example where he starts with 20% critical chance. After using a skill, the crit chance became 32%. They also increased the enhanced basic attack damage from 1.4 to 1.5. To balance this new feature, they had to remove the damage increase when hitting a single hero. Next is his ultimate, where it now gives double hybrid lifesteal when leveling up. The slow duration is increased and it now gives hybrid defense while the skill is active. That means he gets tankier when his ultimate is up. To balance, they had to remove these effects. No more hybrid lifesteal for the skill duration and no more extra damage. And the ultimate will now reveal the enemy's position. Skill 2 also gained higher base damage at late game. The developer said it's a way to simplify his passive and to make him more durable in team fights. You'll have to build critical items on Alucard after this update. Next is the indirect nerf on Fanny. The crowd control effects of Petrify, Freeze, and Transform can now interrupt blink skills. That means Petrify can now stop Fanny in mid-air. Same for Freeze and Transform. It's now easier to counter Fanny instead of relying on Franco and Kaja all the time. Next is the buff on Aamon. The developer said his last ultimate nerf was too much, so they're reverting it. Ultimate range is increased from 3.5 to 4. Next is the buff on Luo Yi. They increase the damage on her first skill on both base and magic scaling. Next is the buff on Benedetta. Her first skill now has a shorter cooldown and higher damage. Next is the buff on Phoveus. First skill now has a shorter recharge time, less mana cost, and higher base damage. And his second skill gets a lower cooldown. But the effects are mostly on the late game stages, so early game remains the same. That's what you get for being unpopular. Last are the new display animations on the revamped heroes. So what can you say about the update? Which one had the best animation? Share your thoughts in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.